groin. Now, back pain are very common in the population nowadays. As working moms, we come across back pain. We have come across back pain at some or the other point of time in our lives. And most of us are aware of this spinal back neck pain. Now, sometimes this back pain can radiate to your upper thigh or groin or the inner thigh area. How does this happen? So today we're going to discuss three common reasons as to how does your lower back pain or your back pain radiate towards your or goes towards to your upper thigh or your groin area. Now, obviously, there are many more reasons, but these are the three common ones that are seen, uh, and we're just going to discuss these. All right. So, before we get into the topic for today, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Swati. I'm an executive mom power coach. I help moms of younger kids who work in high stress executive jobs to manage their spinal, that is, back and neck pain and joint pains. As moms, we are busy people, and hey, who's got a chunk of time to take out and address these problems, right? We've got work, kids, a lot of stuff that we juggle around in our lives, etc., etc. So, this is where I come in and I help you with simple exercises, easy lifestyle changes, hacks, tips, and tricks that will help you with your spinal, back, neck, and joint pain. And of course, they don't take away a chunk of your time. You don't have to dedicate like an hour or two towards these changes, towards these exercises. So let's talk about the topic for today, which is one of my favorite topics, that is back pain. And how does it radiate to your upper thigh or your groin area? So, the very first reason, the commonest reason, is if you have pain in your sacroiliac joint. So, if you look at your lumbar spine, where your lower back or lumbar spine joins the pelvis, so the broad pelvis that we have, where it joins, this area is known as a sacroiliac joint. So basically it's the joint between your spine and your pelvis. So when you have problems with your SI joints, because this is a very complex area, this lower back pelvic area, there are quite a few ligaments running across from your lower back and pelvis, within the pelvic cavity and coming towards the front of your thighs. So if there's a problem with your sacroiliac joints, it can radiate into your groin or upper thigh area. The second one is your disc issues. So, if you are not sure what a herniated disc is or what I'm referring to when I say disc related problems, please go to my YouTube channel and you can type in disc pain or just the word disc, DISC. Or you can go to YouTube, type my name Swati Prakash, followed by disc pain or lower back pain, and you will come across these videos where I've described it in much detail. However, just to give you a brief overview, in our spine, we have vertebrae stacked on top of each other with a disc in between. This is a jelly like gelatinous structure that acts as a shock absorber, and it stops the two bones, that is your two vertebrae, from rubbing on each other by giving it that cushioning effect. So when you have disc issues or you have problems with your disc or any other issues in your spine because of which your nerves are getting irritated or compressed, and we are talking about nerves in the very lower part of your lumbar spine, so about the lumbosacral area, so around the area of your lower back pelvic area. So if those nerves are getting irritated because of a disc issue or say a stenosis or any other problems in that area, it can radiate into your groin or upper thigh area, but this one is more towards the groin. Depends on which nerve is getting pinched. Again, if you are looking for more details on pinched nerves or nerve pain and how this whole mechanism of the nerve pain going from your back into different parts of your body works, you can go to YouTube and you can go to my YouTube channel and you can have a look there. Now, the third one, which is not many people are aware of it, but it commonly happens, is you have a muscle called the psoas and there's a muscle called the iliacus. So together they're known as the iliopsoas. You don't need to know the name, but just in case if you're curious. So this muscle is attached. So every muscle has two attachments, like a rope attached to one end and the other. So this muscle has an attachment has multiple attachments in your lumbar spine. So from your T12, that's your lowest thoracic vertebra, down into L1, 2, 3, 4. So basically, all most of the lumbar spine and a little bit of your thoracic spine. And this muscle is going, the direction is such that if, say, you are thinking of this muscle traveling from your lower back, and think three-dimensional, so it's actually coming towards the front of your body, so towards the top end of your jeans pockets or your trouser pockets, right? So that is the sort of direction that this muscle takes. Now, it is very common for your psoas muscle to go into a spasm when you have back pain. Now, if you think of a rope that's attached to two ends and one end is being tugged on, obviously it's going to create some sort of a stress on the other end. So when your psoas muscle is in spasm because of low back pain, it will start to tug on towards the inner side of your groin or that pelvic ring that's there. So it'll start to tug on the inner side. This will manifest as an inner thigh or a groin pain. Another thing that happens is if this muscle is under stress for a long time, or if you have long standing back pain, it can also happen the other way around, where you get these trigger points or tight spots or muscle spasm towards the front of the thigh, that is the other edge of the other end of the muscle, and then it starts to tug on your back pain. So actually some people find that since they're like probably their back pain has been in the background, they've been living their normal life, they've gotten used to the back pain, it has started to come to the groin. And since the groin pain has increased, the back pain has also increased. So this muscle works both ways. It will create, it'll give rise to that groin pain. And once that groin pain is aggravated, it'll again give you an increase in your back pain. So it's an interesting muscle, and sadly not many people know about it. But if you are still looking for like a specific cause for your back pain and you're not sure which one of these three is the one that's causing your back pain, of course your physiotherapist or your doctor or your healthcare professionals can check. They can do a few physical examinations, the simple tests that they test as in physical tests. They'll move your leg and spine around, and they'll get you to do some movements, and they can figure out what's going on and give you a certain diagnosis. However, if you are one of those who have lower back pain or back pains, neck pain, it is a good idea to address it as soon as you start to get that back pain, so that it doesn't get into these kind of this is like the next step to your back pain. So if you're looking for solutions to manage your spinal, that is your back and neck pain, I have a free community. I will leave a link in the description of this video. If you're watching me on Instagram, the link is in my bio. And I have done some free trainings. The latest one that we did was simple solution to manage your neck pain. Before that, we did simple solutions to manage your back pain. So this is where I give you these kind of explanations which are simple to understand, and then followed by some exercises and precautions and things you can do, how to maintain a good posture to avoid back pain, etc., etc. So you can have a look, and if you feel you want to try these free trainings out, you can join my free community. Alrighty, if you have any questions or any comments about today's video, please do drop them in the comments below, and I will answer them.